What's up, guys? Big D here from Big D Films. I wanted to take a few moments to talk a little bit about something that's a big problem right now. But before I get into that, the reason that I'm doing this particular video is because I was hit on my motorcycle yesterday. Today is September 25th, 2016, so this was yesterday. I was hit by some young kid, not really paying attention, and unfortunately, this is not the first time this has happened to me. I've been hit on a bike a couple years ago by someone else who wasn't paying attention, and in both instances, I was extremely lucky. I'm fine. I'm a little banged up. I'm pretty sore from head to toe. But the bike, not so much. The first accident a few years ago completely totaled the bike. This time it smashed up the front end, pretty good. But I'm not sure exactly if it's going to be totaled out yet or not. That pretty much remains to be seen. I will keep everyone up to date with what's going on as soon as I hear something. But the main thing I want to talk about here is the fact that we live in this digital age where everybody is got these one-track minds where you're just attached. You got your eyes glued to these phones or whatever the case may be, and I've done something on this once before. It's was the third episode of Road to Discovery. If you haven't seen that, take a look. The first accident a couple years ago, I was hit by a young girl. She had to be maybe 17 years old and completely oblivious. She didn't even hit the brakes till after she hit me. I mean, she was looking at her damn phone. And that could have been really, really bad. But I walked away with only a couple cuts and scrapes. But it could have been much worse. The second time, I don't believe a phone was involved. But still, this young guy wasn't 100% paying attention to his surroundings, and he pulled right out in front of me. And, it wasn't necessarily head on, but it was, I hit the front of his car right before the tire. And again, it was poor driving. He just wasn't paying attention. And it's going to get into, at least in our neck of the woods, winter pretty soon, so you're not going to see too many bikes out pretty soon. But this doesn't just go for motorcycles. This goes for motorcycles, cars, trucks, whatever. You got to pay attention. You have to pay attention out there. Many, many, many people are killed every single year just because you're not watching what you're doing. Just taking your eye off the road just for a second, just for a moment, could change your life and somebody else's forever. So you got to pay attention. You're taking control of this couple 1,000-pound vehicle, and it can be a death machine if you don't use it properly. And that's exactly what's happening and what almost happened to me. And especially for us out on these motorcycles, our lives could end in an instant. We got to watch every single thing that's going on, but I shouldn't say you, but everybody else needs to do the exact same thing. Like I said, just a split second could be the difference between life and death. So I just wanted to say to everyone out there, please, when you get behind the wheel of any vehicle, pay attention to your surroundings. Look twice, 3 times. Make sure it's very, very clear for you to get out somewhere or whatever the case may be. And the other thing is, unless, there's some dire reason, like it's a life and death situation where you need to go 100 miles an hour somewhere, slow the hell down. There's speed limits posted for a reason. You don't need to get anywhere that fast. It's not necessary. That right there could kill somebody too. I was out earlier today, and was able to borrow a motorcycle, and got to ride a little bit more today. But as we were out riding, there was this one jackass in an SUV weaving in and out of traffic and everything else. It's people like that you want to backhand them. It's like, do you not realize what you could do to yourself and or somebody else driving the way that you're driving? I don't understand what's the rush. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to go too much further, and there's no need for me to go on for very long about this. It's very simple. Slow down and pay attention to everything and anything and everything on the roadways or whatever. Yes, accidents happen. I get that. I could make the same kind of mistake as anybody else, and accidents are going to happen. It's human nature. It's part of what we do, and it's part of who we are. So it's going to happen here and there. But so many accidents can be avoided if you just watch the road. Put the phones down. And if there are any other distractions, then do something about it, because you have to pay attention to what you're doing. Again, I don't want to, go too long about this. That's all I have to say, really. As soon as I hear about what's going on with the bike, I'll let you all know. But again, I am fine. The driver of the car was fine. But just pay attention out there, guys, because you never know. Some accidents don't end as well as this one did. I was planning on getting with a couple people and doing a ride up north again this weekend, now that The Undertaker's out of action. It's kind of up in the air right now. I think I'm still going to be able to go, and I really want to do this. If I do get to do this trip next weekend, it'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it'll be right around the time that I did the Traverse City trip last year. And it was right around the time I first started this channel. So it was kind of like, one of those things where I wanted to do one last, good trip for the year. But on top of that, it was almost like, the 1 year anniversary for the channel. So I really hope that I still get to do this. I also have 2 or 3 other episodes of Road to Discovery that I've been working on. It might be a little while till I can get them up. I'm hitting a few snags, but I'm working on them. But the moral of this story was just pay attention when you're driving, and just be careful out there, guys. Watch just to be safe and to keep the safety of others in mind. So with that being said, I'm Big D. This is Big D Films. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this video right here, get the message out, get other people to understand and to realize what could happen out there for simply not watching the road. So again, I want to sound like a broken record. Hit the subscribe button, the like button, visit us on Facebook as well, and we'll catch you next time, guys.